Welcome back to the world of Fire Emblem Three Houses, everybody. You are here with SMK8, aka the Mushroom Rookie. Last time when we left off, we basically finished up doing a whole bunch of supports. Just basically run through the entire roster, going through stories and whatnot, and took up the whole entire stream time. This week, we'll be finishing up I forgot what moon it's called, but yeah, I'm going to be finishing up this month's mission, which is going to be, as you can already tell by the thumbnail, it's going to be fairly heavy. It's going to be a pretty heavy thing. And before that, we have the Grand Ball that Garreg Mach does, so we're going to be doing that as well. Now then, what's a good thing to do today? We could choose to either A, explore, or B, on this establishment day, we investigate the old chapel, and set up its birthdays on that day. What battles do we have? Not picking anything so far, but I just want to see. They all must be completed by 2:22, and it's already 2:21, or it's already 12:21. So we might just have to run through, we might just have to do 2 weeks worth of battles. We have 2 things for prolong, so we can do like 2 of these a week. We might just have to do, we just might have to do that. As it seems so. But in any case, yeah, they all must be completed by 2:22, so that's gonna take a bit of work. Yeah. But what I think we should do, since everybody has advanced certifications, almost everybody has advanced certification. We're slowly getting there. But once we do get there, we're gonna have everybody get their certifications for an advanced or special class. So yeah. For now though, I think we're just going to explore because, as I said, it's gonna get pretty story heavy, and there are a few supports for though, for which we have to go explore the monastery, so we're going to do just that. Oh man. I tell you guys, it's been one hectic, stressful week today. And even before this, I had to spend a few hours at work and take care of the house and just a few more things around the house. I kind of fixed the schedule so that I would have time for this. But I tell you, this is the one thing I wanted to do out of my week. The one time I want out of my week is to do this. It's hectic. It's a lot. Side note, I hope everyone plans to have a good Labor Day weekend. So yeah, there's that.
The ball, a grim reminder of my sad reality. The other nobles will be fine, I'm sure. They've all been to events like this before. But me? I'm a noble and I've never even been close to one of these things.
Okay. We're just gonna go around, see who we can recruit at this moment before we, turn the page on this plot. Bernie, let's say you.
Hi, sorry, I'm trying.
Strength and bow skills. I'm trying to improve my strength, but it's incredibly hard to do so. It's incredibly hard to improve the MC stats unless we want to, spend 20 hours each week in battles, which I'm not sure I can even do. I pretty much came to the obvious realization that this game wants us to think, is that we can't necessarily get everything on a first run. Much less everybody, that we need or that we want to recruit to our party. So that's where New Game Plus comes in. And we're eventually going to decide when and where we want to do New Game Plus for the Golden Deer route on hard mode.
Yeah.
That will be a thing probably for sure. Might not be anytime soon, but I have a feeling that it might happen. Anyways.
I can't. Hey, Professor. No?
Still need to improve my strength somehow.
Most upsetting.
Seriously, that is the hardest thing I have to do. But in any case, I do have a few supports here and there, so bond between Mercedes is deepened. Bond between Raito, bond between Glenn is deepened, and bond between Constance is deepened. So those are the three supports we're gonna go for today. Anyways, do we have any quests today? Nothing aside from that, but a question of conduct. Been summoned for a tournament. All you need to do is participate and win. That's basically the last bit of this month's missions. I'm not too sure. For now, I think we should go to the places where we will build up our support. So that's what we're going to do as of right now. And then we'll figure out how we want to spend our activity points then. Alright, we're curious to know how Mercedes is doing. This is the first one of this week. So yeah, let's do it.
You there, youngster. Won't you listen to this old man's troubles?
Sure.
I was born and raised right here in this town. I spent my whole life here. My daughter lives in the Empire, and she sent me a letter to ask if I was keeping up with my daily worship.
I feel like Raito doesn't really, like, he just wants this to end.
Well, hello there, Professor. Is this a friend of yours?
Acquaintance I just met 2 seconds ago. Pleasure to meet you. Or rather, this is an acquaintance that I met 2 minutes ago. I'd like to introduce you to him. Yeah, I didn't mess that up. I don't really know him. He's just...
Is that so? I was sure you two knew each other.
Well... Impressions can lead to the wrong interpretations.
Is there something we can do for you, good sir?
He was just asking if I was willing to lend him an ear.
Oh, what a lovely young lady. I was just telling this kind soul a story.
Really? What's troubling you?
Well, I was thinking of going to daily prayer, but my leg's been acting up and I can't walk properly.
How terrible. That's no good at all. May I be of assistance? I'd be happy to lend a shoulder and escort you to the chapel.
Would you? Oh, I'd be most grateful to you. Thank the goddess for sending this young lady to me today.
We'll need your help too, Professor. Here, sir, take my arm.
Alright.
Splendid work, Professor. You really seem to appreciate our assistance.
Yep. It's a job well done. We did a good deed today.
Putting a smile on someone's face always seems to brighten up the day. Is something wrong? You're giving me a strange look.
How did you know something was bothering him?
Oh, how should I put this?
It was kind of the way you saw his face, right? It's kind of one way people often read the room, so to speak.
I suppose it's just second nature to me.
What do you mean?
It's difficult to describe, but I can usually tell when someone is worried about something. Back there, I could tell that both you and the old man were in distress.
Yeah, Arthur was in distress of when this conversation would end, but anyways.
I spent a good amount of my life living in the church. Maybe that's why I'm so good at identifying these things?
Maybe. If you spent a life at the church, that means you must have had some experience listening to people's problems. Living in the church?
Did I not mention that before? I spent nearly 10 years of my life in the Church of Fargus. Many came to us with their troubles. In my own time of need, I once ran to the church myself, and they helped me. May I share something with you, Professor? It's about a dream of mine.
Okay, and that dream being?
I'd like to work in the church one day. I want to be like the priest who helped me. Never mind. It's not a very realistic dream. Please forget I said anything.
I mean, you're kind of on your way to training to be a priest. You're already pretty proficient in white magic. All you need is a certification. I'm pretty sure your dream will be obtainable. One of these weeks.
If I were someone else, perhaps a commoner without a crest or stature, maybe things would be different.
How do you figure?
It's a bit sad, but this is the way things have to be. After all, only the goddess can decide our fates.
Alright. We now have to be her motivation is increased. Moving on to other people. Okay, now where do we go from here for the next support mission? Right down here.
Professor,
Lane wants to speak with us now. Okay.
It has been a while since we last spoke, Professor. Spare me a moment again, will you not?
Well, of course. It has been some time, hasn't it?
You recall how you helped me and allowed me to join your class, yes? I have learned a great many things since then. Indeed, I have truly grown so much.
Not so much in stature, I take it. But man, this girl is tall.
This personal growth is due in large part to you. And I wish to express my gratitude, sincerely.
Never mind. It was just an angle of the camera. Not sure you've grown that much. It's the only option they give me.
Are you implying that I am still naive?
Physically. Not mentally. Physically.
I will have you know that I have made many friends and am constantly learning new things. Why, when I go to the market alone, I even haggle. You must be familiar with the delicate art of haggling, in which one negotiates a lower asking price for an item. That is the type of knowledge common only to those as mature as myself.
And pretty much all the kids that have grown up as commoners and what's the word? Commoners, street rats, beggars. They've all learned the art of swindling for a lower price of things, or just flat out stealing them. One of the many things you have to do to survive on the streets. Say, remind me again how old you are?
Who? Me?
Yes, I'm pretty sure you never gave us a clear answer last time.
Have you not asked this once before? It is a bit rude to ask repeatedly, you know.
Yes, and as a matter of fact, you have never once told me.
Is that so? Well, it seems we have something in common, since I do not know your age either.
Joke's on you. As I've said, I don't have any recollection of my own age. Neither does my old man. You have nothing on me.
Come now. There is nothing to be gained from focusing so heavily on age. Touching on a previous discussion, I think I have learned more about you. I mentioned how you possess an air of mystery. I compared you to any old sea, but I have come to realize you are more like a particular sea, one I have seen before. When I was quite small, my mother would take me out to play in the sea. She was an excellent fisher, my mother. I grew to love fish deeply because of her.
And of course, it all routes back to fish, doesn't it? Where are you going with this?
Well, you see, fish are... Oh, wait. I was talking about the sea, was I not? Anyhow, I sense that, like the sea, your depths are seemingly impenetrable. Yet, despite your unknowable depths, there is something familiar about you. It's as if we have met somewhere, long, long ago.
I take it Raito just has one of those faces? Or perhaps it is something else. New viewers may never know. And even someone who has ran through the right before. It's quite interesting. You think we have met somewhere before?
No, I do not think so. It is all quite strange, really. I wonder if we might be distant relatives.
Mayhaps.
No, that cannot be it either. After all, if we were related, that would mean...
Well, of course you have to go back through the roots of your family tree. Could be distant relatives. I mean, you and your brother seem to have, you know, light green hair, dark green hair. Raito over here has blue-green hair. Rhea has emerald green hair. All four of us share a green hair color. What could that mean?
Though considering all that Rhea has done, it is not entirely outside the realm of possibility. Oh, apologies. Just muttering to myself. It is nothing. Mutterings aside, I mean to say that you do not feel like a stranger to me. For whatever reason, I feel deeply connected to you. And for this, I am glad.
Okay. Oh, that support level is now B. Just give me a moment to figure something out with OBS.
Okay.
There we go. Just had to get the live control panel for YouTube back up and running. Wait a second. That's not what I wanted to do. That's not the one I wanted. I wanted the activity feed, damn it. So I can already pull that one up. It seems it just automatically restarted. Alright, no matter. No matter. Man, I think people don't stick around for too long. Okay. Next area we must go. Right around here somewhere.
Pardon me.
Who wants to talk to us? Constance. Alright.
Oh, it's only you. Is there some reason you're here?
I was just looking around.
Your gaze was rather piercing for someone who was just looking.
Okay, and then what do you think I'm here for?
Oh, I see now. You found yourself captivated by my charms.
Again, I'd much prefer this than when she is stepping out into the sunlight.
This sort of thing happens all the time to those of us blessed with such transcendent beauty.
Then again, both personalities are so overbearing. That seriously was not it.
If you say so. You seem a trifle stuck on the point, if you ask me.
Sure.
Now then, you may call yourself my tutor if you wish, and I shall attend your classes.
Where are you going with this?
But none of this charade will make the idea of a mercenary teaching me any less absurd.
Is that all? Can I leave?
What was that look? Are you trying to convey that I'm a mere commoner like yourself? Well,
You're leading to...
you are correct. Think of me as a temporarily embarrassed noble.
You lead to your own conclusions, girlie.
Even a gilded wyvern must take refuge in its cave occasionally, but in time, it will soar free once more. I shall fly, bold and beautiful, into the skies again. My nobility and all of House Nouvelle shall be restored.
I won't hold my breath. Good luck.
Luck isn't a thing thing that you can bestow or that I need. I will do this.
I know, you keep answering on and on about it almost every time we see you.
When I restore the glory of my house, you may serve me in some menial way. I may even pay you.
What? There we go. Okay, there we go. No more messing around with the computer. All right. Served me. Yeah, thanks, but no thanks.
You would decline the honor of attending to me without a second thought?
I already have to serve to the High Archbishop and have to cater to the students. I'm good on taking up a third degrading job.
Say whatever you like, if it makes you feel better. It shall not sway me one way or the other.
Okay. So I can leave?
You look as though you want to say something. Allow me to save you the effort.
I did not. Oh, okay.
If you intend to tutor me, I will require you to first prove that time will not be wasted.
I take you out on scrimmages and battles almost every single week, and I'm practically capable of carrying this whole entire group. What more do I need to show to you? Meanwhile, up until a month ago, you could barely hold yourself against the beast and not die.
Show me not just your talent for teaching, but your wisdom, your skill, your mettle, your sense of authority.
I also adhere to in a battalion, so there's my authority right there.
Of course! I've been struck by my own genius. You may assist me in my research. That ought to provide a chance for you to grasp the extent of how magnificent I am.
Oh, I'm already Hanneman's guinea pig. Lynn's gonna be up next, and we still haven't recruited him to the group yet. I hope it will happen. I want to recruit more people on our side, but as I said, upgrading the MC stats and abilities is so freaking hard to do in this game unless you're willing to grind for hours or do tons of teaching moments.
It will also afford me the time I need to scrutinize your character.
Scrutinize?
It's a plan so perfect that you can't turn it down, huh?
Why am I not looking out the door? Oi, whatever. Right now, level C. Oh. Pretty sure there's one more, right? We fast travel here. Move along. Turn here. Zero. Alright. Last one.
Keeping it clean, sweeping it clean. No more trash, nowhere, no how. Oh darn, there's trash over there.
Hard at work, I see.
Hey, Professor. The cathedral's a real important place for the Church of Saros, so I always make sure it's all sparkling clean.
A fine, studious job you seem to be doing, my boy.
The monks do some cleaning too, and they tell me not to bother, and sometimes they even say to go away, but they just don't clean as good as I do. I don't stop until everything shines.
So, are you a believer?
Nah, not really. And Lady Rhea told me it's okay if I don't show an interest unless I feel like it. And I haven't so far, but I just want to take good care of the things she cares about.
Right, because you kind of owe a debt to her, right? She took you in, gave you a place to sleep, gave you some goods to eat, hopefully.
If there's a thing she wants taken care of, then I'll do it better than anyone else. What do you think? You'd go the extra mile for Lady Rhea, wouldn't you?
For Rhea, that's a bit of a stretch. However, I do applaud that you're willing to become a great hard worker at this young of an age. I'm sure it doesn't matter. Again, for Rhea, I wouldn't go that far.
Maybe you don't realize how great a person Lady Rhea is.
The lady is sus as all heck in my brain. I'm not sure about you.
She's always praying hard as she can for her followers all across Fodlan. She does it every single day. And even though she's always so busy, she tries to listen to as many people's needs as she can. When she's seen the kids who lost their parents in Remire Village, she didn't leave them there. She got the church to take those kids in, same as me.
You do have a point. That is something Rhea did, but then again, she ordered an entire purge of Well, I mean, the Western churches are a bunch of jerks anyhow, but she can't take things to the extreme at some point.
She's so kind.
And savage.
She's almost like a mom to all her followers, and just everybody that I can think of loves her.
Savage mother. Honestly, I can kind of... Yeah, that makes sense. You know, I'm just gonna leave it at this. I think it's about a little bit more than kindness there.
Hang on. You trying to say you know more about Lady Rhea than I do?
Not really? I don't know.
Okay, maybe she likes you more than she likes me.
Hey, is that to any fault of my own? No.
But I know that I know a whole lot more about her than you do. I know these things, okay? So don't go talking down to me like you know better.
I'm not. Yeah, I really wasn't,
Huh?
though.
Well, just as long as we're all clear on that.
Yeah. So you keep doing what you're doing, and I'm gonna applaud you for your hard work, and I'm gonna leave. Cool? Cool. Okay, we have 6 activity points to do things. I guess what should we do first is... What do we want to do?
Professor. You know, Professor, But when I heard of Solon's work, well, I realized I'd not considered the moral and...
Okay, recruit?
Huh? Your class. However, I still have a lot...
Magic reason. Great. Great. I can barely get on my stats to do anything else, but... Yep, swords, light magic, faith, armor, authority. Yep, totally got those, not everything else.
It reminds me of how I met my wife. I was at a village's harvest festival. There was a full moon, bathing everything in its cool glow. She appeared out of nowhere, dancing gracefully in the moonlight. A lovely fairy.
Wonderful story.
We soon fell in love and tied the knot. Now we have a daughter who's as bright and beautiful as a sunny morning.
Where is she?
So, whenever I see people dancing, I think of my wife, and my heart does a little waltz.
Okay. Can it invite... For some reason, the game doesn't let me recruit you quite yet, but... faculty training... I don't know. I think I want to see Catherine for that because I can actively increase points to her. So we're gonna do just that. Yep, we go. Alright, Catherine, where you at? Where are you at?
The ball really brings back memories. Ladies used to like.
Okay, not you, but should be in here somewhere. Good. Yep, there she is. Hello.
The area with the old chapel was supposed to be off limits. It was at risk of collapse, so they didn't even post guards. It's not too strange. Does that surprise you? Meh. Garreg Mach has lots of places that are blocked off for one reason or another. That's true of the underground Holy Mausoleum as well as the Northern Woods. People call it the Sealed Forest, but as far as I can tell, it's nothing special. Just a forest.
Alright, faculty training, I want... I guess this.
The area with the... It was at... Does that... That's... People call it...
Only receive training from this person once a week, okay? Well... Guess it's time for the dining hall. Alright... Faculty and night mixer. Alright. Let's see what we can do to improve our stats with people outside of our class. I want to do it with Gilbert and Ignat. Actually, what about... it's kind of hard thing to think about. What about Petra and Shamir? Why not?
I would be liking that greatly.
I like seeing a table full of my favorite dishes.
Cool, and motivation is maxed out. Next, see full menu. People who would like to indulge. What if we... Wonder. Okay, Sedith is on the list of people who don't like that one. Okay, what if we did plain? And Sedith. Yeah.
Meals always taste best when it is a company of 3 or more at the table.
Do you not enjoy eating when it's just the two of us? You wound me, Flame.
I want to see the support between you two. What's going on? Okay, I can do one more to improve. My professor level 2B or B minus. So. One 1 and 2. Oh, Casper. Well, I mean... Does that really matter though? Think. Rick, where was that dish that Bernadetta liked? Yep, here we go. This should help. Not only with my support Yuri, but with Bernadetta as well.
Meals are better enjoyed when in the company of others. Don't you agree, Bernadetta?
Sure, but can I get all this, to go?
Yes, and we are now B. We are now at B rank. Alright. Now then, what about supports? I have a support with Bernadetta. Try listening when they're ready to speak. I have one with Catherine. It'll take some time to deepen a bond with the mayor, but we should get there at some point. It's the same way. And I have 2 other chances to talk to someone. To improve my dark magic stats.
Hey, you.
Indeed. Garreg Mach Monastery is said to have been completed during the ethereal moon. Why, 995 years ago, as a matter of fact. That's rather a long time ago, don't you think?
Oh, so that's what this moon was called. I forgot to check the calendar for that. It's called the ethereal moon.
Every year, a ball is held to celebrate the founding. And every 100 years, a very special celebration takes place.
Every 100 years? What happens on the 100th year?
It's a grand festival involving all of Garreg Mach. It is thrilling to read of past festivals, and I'm rather excited to experience one for myself.
Oh, is it the 100th year now?
Once
So that's
in a
what everyone's
lifetime,
hyped
eh?
for.
The next one in 5 years will mark a millennium. Should be quite an event. Do you imagine you'll still be here teaching then?
Oh, it happens in the next 5 years. How curious. Alright, frick. I want to see if we still need to improve our reason. That's a problem. But there's no reason not to do something to improve our bow skills now. Yes!
I still have much to learn.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Okay. Now then. I mean, we can still kind of improve our... Still have one support left to do things. I I guess we can try one more time with the training ground stuff. We can give it a go one more time. Still have C+, but we might as well do it.
That is that.
There we go. We won that one. Go for it.
No hesitation. You fought well.
Yes.
As expected.
There we go. Quarterfinals, semifinals. Yeah, sure. Alright, semifinals. Here we go.
That is that.
Boom. Now we face up against the Lawrence. And because we are now level 32, I think that might be part of the reason. Our level is now at 32 compared to the guys stuck at the mid-20s. So... yeah!
Should I have held back?
We win! Awesome! And we have obtained the Brave Sword.
You've done me a great service.
Nice. Now we take our leave. We still have a few items from snooping around.
Definitely.
So we'll probably deliver them before we end it off for today.
Hi there.
Nope. Alright, just sneaking around, seeing if there's anything else that we can pick up for people. I think we might be good. I'm just gonna check in on the greenhouse.
No.
Yes, we're gonna do some gardening, we're gonna harvest. Road of Life, I wonder what that's about. Anyways. We have 4 slots for things, so we're going to put in... yeah, why not? Just a bunch of that. Alright, and we're going to cultivate them with some soil. Because we have plenty of money for it. And yeah, we're done.
Yep.
Alright, first let's go down the list of all the stuff we have. Storehouse. Someone who hates cleaning. An unsoiled dusting cloth. Old cleaning cloth with a crest-like design. It probably belongs to someone who worked for a noble house. It has a crest symbol on it. So...
Really?
ah! I'm mixing up buttons you full.
Indeed. Garreg, why? It's a once in a...
Alright, lost items. Could this be yours?
I'm not sure.
Nope. Not yours. Huh. Wait a second. I wonder this could be yours.
The vault, ladies.
Alright, lost items. Yours?
Not mine. But if you can't find the owner, I'll help you unload it. I know a guy.
Sure. Alright, suspicious dice. A skilled swindler.
Not mine.
Damn. That might be yours. Oh, wait. I wonder.
Right.
Well, she's a merchant who sticks to her creed. So,
Hey, Professor. How's it going? I'd love to catch up. This isn't my...
Curious on who this could end up with. Swindler, huh?
Great work in... but no. Now isn't the time to... so...
Dang, who would these belong to? No one there?
It's almost time for the... This being a school, we don't have many chances to get dressy. Professor, but if you're here to lecture...
Okay, nope. Can't recruit you.
This...
What about last night? This seems like it would belong to...
Never seen that?
Ah, dang, I need to look up a guide.
The ball is... Professor, would you consider adding me to your class?
Yes! Very much yes!
I'd also like to talk to you about my future and stuff.
Yes!
Really? Oh, thank you.
Oh, yes, we got another one, boys!
I'll study and train as hard as I can. Thanks so much.
We have a new recruit! Yeah! Yes, 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 yes.
These skills.
Okay. Maybe?
It would seem that your It's a shame
No.
I'm not...
Dang.
It's true, but that's all even when I'm still... Yes? I bet you... I would actually enjoy being in your class. Quite a lot.
Whoa, hold on.
I bet you've come to invite me to your class. What with my stupendous grades and all. I would actually enjoy being in your class. Quite a lot.
Holy crap, we got 2 in 1!
This was
Yes!
a successful interaction, I must say.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! And she is one of my favorites.
Please provide me with all the most challenging assignments. I want to be well equipped for the future.
Frick yes! And according to everybody, she is really good with black magics. She is practically a little nuke. So yeah. We got a little black nuke in the house now. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Alright. Who else? Who else should we try to talk to? Well, I mean, we tried talking to him and we tried talking to you. Can't recruit those two quite yet. I should probably still look up a guide for that stuff. But anyway, in any case, I've already talked to Chespard. What about Gilbert?
It cannot be true.
What about you, Gilbert? I can't recruit you, dang it. What the frick is wrong with me? What's wrong with you? Not entirely sure. But can talk to Petra. Lens cloth, someone who wears glasses, and someone good at wood carving.
Dancing a Fodlin is not the same as dancing from Bridget. The reason is, maybe that the music has many differences. In Bridget, dancing is different for each person. Our dancing has vigor and ferocity. There is no speech of technique for our dancing.
Would you like to join our cause?
Training has given me great busyness right now. It is not a good time for the chatting. But you have given me intrigue. Please make sure you are speaking with me again.
Alright, not interested. Dexterity and writing. For some reason, I'm always lacking in dexterity and writing.
Dancing in Bridget.
Okay, well, if I remember right from my previous time playing through this game, this could be hers.
This is not belonging.
Nope. Well, worth a shot. Ferdinand?
Ah, the ball. It was held by my father, the Prime Minister. I really showed off my dancing skills. Everyone was quite impressed with me.
Recruit?
Oh, Professor. Here to recruit me, I presume? Well, the eldest son of House Ire.
Nope. Dexterity and heavy armor. You're actually good on writing, surprisingly. Okay. Who else can we talk to? Well, we could try talking to Raph. We did have as our exchange protege for a little bit. So maybe that'll help adjust his tune. Nope, wrong person. Then where is Okay, I know where he is. Not that way, but the other way.
Hello.
Professor!
The ball is coming up. I can't. Good to see you, Professor. I was just on my way.
Oh, no. Strength and heavy armor, of course. Of course. Why am I not surprised?
Professor.
Ah, but Catherine wants to talk. Sure, let's go ahead and do that.
I was trying to catch you off guard, but you managed to block it. Not too shabby, Professor.
Wait, is it still recording? Whoa, what just happened? Turn it, no, okay. That was kind of weird. I figured it would still keep on recording. See if that's still the case, I'm not entirely sure. Just weird. Usually I would have a timer somewhere saying that it is recording, but it's not there anymore. No little red circle, but it still says it is recording. So I think we're good. Anyways, moving on. Wait, so what was that whole thing about? You tried to take a swing at me and I just so happened to dodge it at the right time? Or deflect it at the right time? Dude, that was seriously dangerous.
Oh, come on. Look at the blade I threw. It's just a wooden training sword.
It would still be painful as it would still be painful as actually getting shot with a bullet. How fast you threw it, that's blunt and that's a blunt object. You think if you freaking threw a sturdy blunt object at me, you still don't think that would hurt?
At worst, you could have gotten a bruise or perhaps a splinter. Let's agree it was funny and move on.
It was indeed not funny. Still would have hurt though.
Aw, poor thing. Aren't you used to getting hurt? You've been in your fair share of battles.
Catherine, what exactly are you trying to prove?
Besides, I knew you'd dodge in time.
I just so happened to dodge in time.
I told you before that I was going to observe you. Since then, I've been watching you. I know what you're capable of. I took steps to make myself invisible, so I could observe you without being detected. I hardly let you out of my sight.
Is that another way to say you've been tailing me throughout all the Alex battles I've been doing? Even in the ones I recruited you for?
After extensive research, I've concluded that you really are first-rate. Your sword skills are impeccable, you're a gifted educator, you clearly love working with the students. Someone with all of your exceptional qualities should not exist, but here you are. At first, I thought Gerald was the reason for Lady Rhea's interest in you. But no, Lady Rhea knew exactly what she was doing when she singled you out.
By picking me out of the blue without seeing my skills firsthand. She's a medieval Master Uruguay.
Unfortunately, I can't hope to emulate you, let alone wield the sword of the Creator. So my plan of imitating you for Lady Rhea's attention has come to nothing.
Why would you want to imitate me? Your unique swordplay is well enough on your own. But does this mean you're going to stop watching me?
I didn't say that.
Right.
I plan to give Lady Rhea a detailed report about what you're up to. Hopefully, then I'll be in her good graces.
Aren't you already in her good graces?
Oh, and don't think you can avoid being watched. I won't let you out of my sight.
Okay, but there are certain points throughout the day, primarily in a certain faculty room or a certain facility room, in which I will need total and complete privacy. And I'm sure you know what room I'm talking about. Actually, two of them, in fact. Both that and my bedroom. I feel a lot safer sleeping at night knowing someone wasn't watching me 24/7. Just saying. You might not like what you see. Anyway, her support is now up to B. There's someone down here we need to talk to. Kespa, we're good. Forget it. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to... I guess... Actually, let's check out Abyss. We haven't been to Abyss in a while. Meanwhile, I'm going to look up a guide for those lost items.
I am grateful.
I thank you.
Hey. Influencer.
Need
see what we can do. Reduce in prices. Increase the number of residents in Abyss and unlock new abilities. Okay.
This
Well,
one?
then, yeah, let's
This one?
do this, I suppose.
See you again soon.
Who else can we talk to? Learning to teach. Former Officers Academy professor offering guidance to... Okay. Okay. Seems to be someone in
you.
here, so...
This is our last occasion to speak. I am ordered to be leaving. They are thinking I am the follower of an evil god. It is not so, but they are not understanding.
Oh, that was unfortunate. I do wish you well on your travels. Okay. Offer renown. Let's see. Items. What does this do again? I forget. I'm not entirely sure. I want to do something that I don't know exactly for what. So we're going to skip that part and move on to the trash heap. An iron lance, iron gauntlets. There also appears to be someone in an upper level. Oh, what do you
They're
know?
having a lot of fun up on the surface, aren't they? Some kind of grand ball. Picture them all relaxing, having a drink, getting to dance with people they fancy. If I showed my face up there, the Knights would have my head in a second.
So, what's this place about? Can we... Here we go. Mysterious... Really? Really? Okie dokie. Well, we've done all that we came for. Or have we? Oh, right, these are the stairs back up to the monastery. Okay. Going back up. We are going back up. Alright, well, there appears to be an additional mission somewhere right here, so... It's from Yuri. So we gotta go talk to him.
Not even the tragedy in Remire Village will stop the surface dwellers from getting jazzed about a party. And I get that they're probably seeking a distraction, but it still feels pretty damn selfish if you ask me.
Well, we must move ahead despite the pain.
Gotta keep things upbeat, I suppose. Sorry for grousing. It just got me down is all. Things have quieted down, but nothing has been resolved. Better stay alert.
Okay, well, what's your
Can you
quest?
take care of something for me?
Mysterious teacher in Abyss. Sweet. Okay, and after that's done, we'll go ahead and pass out the gifts. Or the lost items, I suppose, is what they're called. Alright. Speak to the mysterious teacher and see how much your allies have grown from taking part in activities with the Raito.
What do you require? Now let me see. Marvelous. This one should be proud of their growth.
I see. His growth in charm is outstanding. He is steadily improving. His devotion to his training toward born fruit prove a valuable asset.
Now let me see. Ah yes, this one's growth is going quite well. Now let me see. Ah yes, this one's growth is going quite. Now let me see. Ah yes, this one's growth is going quite well. Now let me see. Ah yes, this one's growth is going quite well. Now let me see. Marvelous. This one should be proud of their growth. Now let me see. Marvelous. This one should be proud. Now let me see. Perhaps you'd have better luck with the animals of the monastery.
Wow. Is that really all you have to say? It's kind of... Savage points where they're due, but dang, bro.
Now let me see. Ah yes, this one's growth is going. Now let me see. I see this one has gained some experience. Now let me see. Ah yes, this one's growth is. Now let me see. Ah yes, this one's growth is. Now let me see. I see this one has gained some experience. Now let me see. Ah yes, this one's growth is. Now let me see. Perhaps you'd have better luck with the animals of. Now let me see. Ah yes, this one's. Now let me see. Ah yes, this one's growth is. Now let me see. Marvelous. This one should be. Now let me
Nobody's
see.
a straight A
This
yet.
one's growth is going. Now let me see. I see this one has gained some. Now let me see. I see this one has gained some experience. Now let me see. Ah yes, this one's growth. Now let me see. I see this one has gained some experience. Now let me see. I see this one has gained some experience. Now let me see. Marvelous. This one should be proud of their growth.
I don't even have an A with myself.
Fare thee well.
Okay. Okay. Alright. I have a full guide up for the ethereal moon. So, we should start with the most obvious one. Actually, let's talk to Yuri first so we can fully complete the quest. Possibly increase our points with him. And then we'll see if that does help in improving our rank with him.
I owe you.
Alright, we're done with that. Okay. Anyways, as I said, the obvious gift. First being the cleaning clock. This one goes to 0.
Hey, you.
So it should be all the way down.
Really?
Oh my. Nah, Tomas wouldn't be. There's some, but
Okay, lost items. This has to be yours. Oh wait, no. Used old cleaning clock.
hey, that's mine.
Cool. Okay. Pretty sure, yep, old clean dusty cloth. This one came from the previous movie, we just never picked it up.
Oh, great. You're new. I can't bear.
Okay. This belongs to you.
Wherever did this turn up? Thank you for getting it back to me.
Yes. Alright. Now, wood hammer for wood carving. This one actually belongs to Gilbert.
It cannot be.
Lost items, here you are, my friend.
Thank you for bringing me this. Life without it was difficult.
So, is the reason we can't recruit him to our parties because he's technically already affiliated with our house? Is that part of the reason? It has to be, right? Okay. I did pick up a lens cloth, so I would have tried with Ignatz first before giving it to Hanneman.
Garreg Mach. It's a once in a
Come to think of it, he only wears the one monocle. Says it belongs to someone with glasses.
I can't believe I left this behind.
Alright, suspicious dice. What's up there? Is this something else that we just didn't pick up for a long time? Weird. Sure, I just saw it somewhere. Huh. Well, until I know who it belongs to. Oh no, wait, it says it belongs to skilled swindler. So, if it's not Balthus, and there's the Ashen Wolf thing right there. I always forget to check the banner up top. It's a great clue. It's an amazing clue. Come on, there we go. There we go.
Things have
Lost items. Here you are, my friend.
Oh.
Now then, where do we want to go next? Let's figure this out. Let's see. storehouse. Alright, reluctant powder or repellent powder.
Sounds like the church has been taking in orphans from Vermeer Village. They do a good thing every once in a while, I guess. I just hope none of those kids get locked away for stepping out of line.
Yours, maybe?
Nope, not mine.
Huh. It's weird. Wonder who it could belong to.
This is most upsetting. What could I possibly do at a formal ball? I've no status, and I'm not much of a dancer. I think it would be best if I stayed put.
Okay.
Yes, that does belong to me.
Oh no, it's no trouble at all. Now all we have left is the hair clip. Crap, you know? Nope. Saving it till the end. That's what we're gonna do. That's what I said I was gonna do. I'm not going back on my word. I have a long history of doing that in these streams. So, let's see. Arto has a few supports. We actually have one of Gilbert now. Bernadetta, Yuri, Shamir still. Pretty sure there was still one walking around. Oh no, there's just the 3. Okay. Okay, then let's go for another round. Curious to know how Yuri is doing. This should be rank B. Let's get into it.
Hey friend, thanks for joining me when I had to deal with that mess a while ago. You were a real help.
Thought I heard something in the background. I apologize for these long pauses between like actually interacting with stuff and commentating. It's just, you know, I notice things and think about things sometimes. So I do apologize for the long-winded breaks. Kind of seems like I'm kind of partially there only half of the time. But I just notice things happening in the background around me. So, you know, it is what it is.
I wouldn't say you fully earned my trust, but you've earned something for sure. I owe you.
Huh. Think nothing of it.
I can't not worry about it. I don't like owing people. Guess I'll just have to surprise you someday.
You just might. You'd have to get real creative with the timing, though. Say, what was it you were doing here anyways?
I was just rummaging through what we recovered from the Scorpions, and I stumbled across something pretty special to me.
What's with the notebook?
It was under lock and key, so those thugs probably thought it was something of high value. The Elder gave it to me when I was small. Losing it really got me where it hurts.
Back when you were a kid?
I guess it couldn't hurt to tell you about it. Can't quite remember how old I was, but my mother had taken in an elderly man wandering the town. He was worse for wear, could barely even walk. She nursed him back to health under our humble roof. In return for her kindly gesture, he taught me to read and write. This notebook is a relic of those times. Not too long after that, I came down with a terrible illness. We had no money to speak of, so a doctor's visit was out of the question. My mother went everywhere asking for help, to no avail.
So, was it the old man who saved your life?
And then the Elder stepped in and saved me. I don't know how he did it, or what it was he did.
Perhaps he was the doctor himself.
Could have been. I never knew much about him, honestly. He could have been a mage, a scholar. I haven't the foggiest. And I'll never know. Shortly after curing me of my illness, he passed on. Natural causes.
I see.
My illness, it turns out, was part of a larger plague that swept through our village. So many died. And there I was, having escaped death by some strange luck. I felt grateful. And helpless. So little Yuri figured it would be his mission to help anyone he could as he grew up.
Help him how?
However I could. Not necessarily by making gold rain from the sky, but in smaller ways. The streets are filled with kids who have no homes, no food, so many dying of disease, where some cheap medicine would have saved them. I figure, if I can save even one unlucky soul, well, then I'm doing my part, you know? It's a small dream, but it's one I hold in my heart. To help those who need it. It's what my gang's about. When I recruit my people, it's to that end. To give them a home. The turf wars, the gang, all of it. To honor that dream.
Seems a bit outlandish. Just how honest are you being? It's truly admirable. Just how honest are you being?
Wouldn't you like to know? Despite all I've done, I have my own honor. I don't lie to someone if I owe them. I do what I have to, whether people view it as fair or foul. The way I see things, the goddess gave me two gifts. My life and my charm. That's been gift enough to get in with slimy nobles, so I can pull their strings as I see fit.
So you've been able to get into their good graces?
Of course. It wasn't always easy, but in the end, it's all the same little game. Once I used a clever name, and my charms, to become the attendant to the head slug of a noble house.
Ah, fake name. Stage name, as I suppose.
Yet another time, I took a name befitting the kingdom that landed me in the academy as a noble's adopted son.
Ah, I see.
That's how I've gotten this far and earned my fortune. In doing so, I've spread my wings of protection further, to help those who need it most.
So let me ask you this. Is your current name also a fake?
As though I'd tell you, friend. But perhaps you can share what it is you think, hmm?
See, now I like Yuri. I like Yuri. He's an admirable... Like, you can't deem him as anything other than admirable for what he does, or to what ends he, you know, pulls his schemes and whatnot. He's almost kind of like Claude in a way. I like him. Doesn't matter what, or like, how he plays the game, or what he has to do. It kind of seems like, you know, he's always out there trying to benefit other people, you know? Reach out to whoever he can out. Doesn't matter if what he does is legitimately clean or legitimately dirty. Just however he can. Anyways, we move on to the other support, which is with Bernadetta. So, let's do it. Let's finally get that girl out of her room.
Lady Bernadetta. I will take my leave.
Oh, good. Bye! Goodbye! Finally. Oh, that was awful. Just terrifying.
Your portrait says otherwise. What's going on?
Ah! Please don't sneak up on me like that! It was nothing big. That lady just wanted me to show her around a bit. But strangers are just so nerve-wracking.
You never seemed scared of me. That's a good point.
Now that you mention it, I think you're right. I don't know if I ever have felt scared around you.
Yeah, I mean, earlier she said like we were still kind of a stranger to her, but she didn't seem flippant out of her mind. willing to, you know, shriek out and say, stranger danger, please get the heck away from me.
I wonder why.
Is that the definition of flippant? I don't know. Like, I was thinking, like, flipped out of her mind or, you know, flipping out or whatnot. I'm pretty sure that's what flippant means. And if it means something completely different, then I'm an idiot. Not showing a serious or respectful attitude. Okay, so that's not necessarily the definition of flippant, to be heckin' scared out of your mind. Perhaps I'm thinking of a different word. Oh well. It is what it is, I suppose. My diction and vocabulary is kind of mixed all around anyhow.
You know, Professor, you might be the first person I've been able to speak to normally since I got here. And I have no idea why.
Really? What about people from your own house? I think I've seen a support or two between you and Dorothea. We'll get to that when we get to that, potentially on our stream. But sure. Well, yeah, I am glad regardless.
I'm happy about it too.
Yeah, we can actually have normal, sensible conversations.
When we first started out here, we had to do drills outside. I skipped those every chance I got. It's a terrible idea going out in the forest with all these people you don't even know.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks to you, though, I can actually make it through class now. I'm grateful for that. I don't know what I'd do if you weren't here.
Aww, Bernie. It's alright.
Sorry. I'm okay. I am okay. I'm doing just fine. I feel safe here, thanks to you.
By the way, would that happen to be you singing in the greenhouse earlier?
What? You saw that? Why would you see that? You were watching me?
By happenstance.
That crosses the line, Professor. Singing? Me? Why would I be singing? I'd never be singing. I've never been so humiliated. Useless, worthless, unmarriageable.
Huh. Okay. And that was Bernadetta's support. I wonder if we were able to walk over to her quarters right now, would we be able to recruit her? I mean, she said that we needed to work on our bow skills, but let's just see.
Well, the other but me.
Damn it. We wasted our shot, or I wasted my shot. Fine. I'll wait till next week. Or next month, I guess. Alright. Let's stand over here so we can talk to Gilbert, I guess.
Professor. I'm sorry to make you tag along with my shopping trip like this.
Any chance I get to actually frickin' talk to you without having to run into you during the monastery is great.
You are very kind to offer your help, even though this is my duty.
Hey, always happy to help a teammate.
In return, I will gladly come to your aid when you need it someday. Though I fear there may not be so many things I can help you with.
Well, could you teach me? Could you help with my combat training?
I would be glad to. However, I would likely learn more from you than you would from me. You made a living as a mercenary under Captain Gerald's guidance. As a comparatively new member of the Knights of Seros, I was not so familiar with his past exploits. Yet, clashing swords with him, even just a handful of times, was enough for his abilities to astound me. You, as one trained by him, must have those same great talents. I have devoted my life to the path of a knight, yet I find your mercenary experience lends your blade...
Something up?
Wait up! Catch me if you
It is good to see children able to play and to smile.
I never once knew you could smile, Gilbert.
Was I smiling?
Is that so wrong?
Please, forget you saw that. I do not have the right to such pleasures.
Well, what the frick did you do in your past to frickin' take away that that quote-unquote privilege to smile? Exactly.
Indeed. For those we have lost will never be able to smile again.
Oh. Typical nightly duties. People fall between your hands. Many innocent will fall in that sort of line of duty. I suppose. It's great that you're able to show this kind of humility to not immediately bear it and just accept it. Your niece would be proud.
I am sorry. I did not mean to trouble you with such talk. Come, let us head back.
Sure. And afterwards, how about a nice little brunch with Annette? I have a feeling you would like that. And so would she. Okay, is that everybody? Okay, cool. We have tons of gifts as well. So, let's see, storehouse. We have tons of gifts here for people. Appreciated by those who like animals, who enjoy weight training. Let's talk to Caspar. Because we're really close to improving our stats with him. I feel like one more support with him and we should be good.
For me? This is so great.
Cool. Did that help things?
I can't.
Nope, can't recruit. Has to be once every week. And we missed our chance. Oh well. Next. Animals and cute things. Who would this belong to? I have no idea. We're gonna save it. I have no idea who this would belong to, so yeah, we're gonna save it. Art or carving and by devout believers.
All right. The ball.
All right. What about? Nope.
Thank you so much, Professor.
Cool, motivation increased. Actually, come to think of it, we could probably give these... Oh, we have a support with Ignitz now. Cool. We can do that real quick. Just getting supports. Come to think of it. Where's everybody's support level at? Ah, yes, she does have two. He has 2. That's interesting. How can we see their motivation? What can we do to check on their motivation? Let's see. Where are their motivations at? Where is the motivation at? How can we check their motivation? How can we check their motivation? I wonder. I want to give these gifts to people with the lowest motivation, but there's no way to tell. There's no way to tell. I guess goals? Ah, here we go. Here we go. Here's where we can see their motivation. Alright, so Anna has the lowest motivation. We need to get her up. Balthus, we probably have something to get his motivation up. Alright, so Balthus, Dimitri, Dedu, Sylvain, Anat, Ignet, or Ingrid, Cynthia, perhaps, Ariane, definite, well, not definitely, but yeah, okay. Let's start with Balthus then. Frick. Okay.
Pardon me.
Evolve, ladies.
Okay, gifts. What can I give you? Studying government. Okay.
Must be my lucky day.
Motivation has increased. That's good. Next, let's go to Dimitri, I guess. Do we have anything for Dimitri? I'm not entirely sure. I mean, Dedu, definitely. Dedu, definitely. We don't have anything to do with Dedu. So, Dedu, where are you, Mr. Dedu? Where are you, DDD man? I want to talk to you. Man, it is already dark outside.
It seems that month. Even though there is, it would be nice.
Okay. Gifts.
You shouldn't have. I guess we should save it for... Oh, I don't freaking know. What's there to do with someone like they do? Probably should have just saved all my gifts for him. Oh well. Let's just head over here. Ignatz wants to talk to us, so yeah.
he looking at something? Is he staring at something?
Okay, I've decided on the composition.
Oh, I see. He's gonna paint something. Composition?
That's right. The composition for my next paint. Wait, Professor? How long have you been standing there? You haven't been watching me, have you?
For about 0.5 seconds. Honestly, I probably should have just said something if I wanted your attention.
No, I misspoke. Did I say painting? I meant to say,
Hey, we're all team members here, and I am your team leader. If there's any hobbies you want to keep discreet, you can you can tell me about your hobbies. I don't care how discreet they are. Apparently, the main character is fantastic at keeping secrets, especially the silent protagonist types. But I think it is kind of interesting that you paint. Not many people in this team do.
I've thought for a while that it might be nice to paint the scenery here. The contours of that tree, set against the stark shapes of the faraway peaks.
You have a good critical eye for this stuff. Perfect. Compare you up with Bernadetta. I saw in a few confidants or a few supports that she does paint a little here and there.
Of course, I only paint after I've finished my chores. I'd never put my art before my responsibilities. My studies are paramount. I shall always uphold my duties as a student of the Officers' Academy. Whereas art is a hobby of mine, you might say. Everyone has hobbies, right? I'm sure you have one.
Nothing really comes to mind other than fighting and more fighting.
Well, perhaps it's different for you, Professor. But it's perfectly normal for people to have hobbies. Reading, for instance, or fishing, or taking midday naps. For me, it's making art. Hobbies are healthy. They're a good way of relieving stress. You might consider taking up a hobby, Professor. Anything to clear your mind. Think about it. It's much easier to focus if you're feeling refreshed. There isn't a rule against hobbies, is there? If you tell me to stop, I'll stop. I shall never again put brush to canvas.
Whoa, okay. There's no such rule, and if there was, I would be speaking to Rhea directly if there was a rule against doing such things. Paint as much as you like, my friend.
Really? It's okay for me to paint?
Of course.
Well, I mean, if you're sure.
One condition. You must show me the painting as soon as you're done. I want to see what the artist put on their canvas. I want to see your commission as soon as it's finished.
But really, it's nothing more than a little diversion, a frivolous pastime. I think I ought to go back to my quarters now, if it's all the same to you.
What about your painting, dude? You were gonna start... Oh, whatever. Okay, so... What do we want to do from here? You have a few more gifts. I could use them to build up my supports. Yeah, I guess we can't just get rid of them. We can just get rid of all of them. Alright, animals, cute things, that seems like an Annette sort of thing. That seems like an Annette sort of deal. So let's go see where she's at. If we can find her. Something tells me she's not gonna be around. Is she seriously not around? Oh no, wait. He's right here. Yeah, see, there she is.
So,
hello.
Tomas? Oh.
I have a gift. Here you go.
Thank you so much.
And your motivation has increased, so that's good. Okay. Okay. I have a feeling this might belong to Hilda, and it doesn't matter at this point if we can have a support with her or not. We're just gonna give it to her. Because one of the things I know about her is that she likes embroidery.
It's almost this.
Here you go.
I love it. Thank you so much.
Okay, now, fashionable women. Dorothea comes to mind. Fashionable women, definitely Dorothea.
I wonder if so many.
Okay.
Are you sure? Thank you. I love it.
Okay, and now appreciated by those who enjoy studying government. Ferdinand.
Oh. It was...
Okay, here you are, my friend.
What a kind gift.
Oh no, it was not him. Dang it, I was so sure it was him. Oh well. Well, now we have a support with Ferdinand, so... This is truly going to be the last one of the day. We just need to figure out where we need to go. Can we talk to Ferdinand? Alright, we're not ready to speak. Okay. Meaning somewhere around here, yes? Or not? Figured it would be around here somewhere. Maybe we just need to reload. Okay. Yep, there it is. There it is. I just needed to reload the map. I just needed to reload the map.
Teacher.
Alright, let's talk to Ferdinand.
Hello, Professor. May I speak with you?
Sure.
I was just wondering, what do you think of Edelgard? You seem to hold her in high esteem.
She's a good student.
She is certainly talented. No doubt about that. But I wonder, what is your opinion of me? I am quite talented too, am I not? Be honest. Do not hold back. Pretend that I am just a regular person, not the scion of a noble house.
Sure. I couldn't really care about that much about that stuff either way. Well, I'm not directly in charge of your house, so consider me completely unbiased.
Evenly matched? Me? With her? I was just being modest before. Honestly, I have always prided myself on being superior to Edelgard. But evidently that is not your perspective. I suppose there is only one thing to do. I must demonstrate my excellence.
That's not directly necessary.
Nonsense! You have entirely underestimated my abilities. You think I could ignore such a slight upon my honor? Not likely. Come, Professor!
Sure. This is gonna go down either way.
We will begin with battle. Edelgard's skills in combat are no match for mine. I heard that just the other day, she defeated a demonic beast without assistance. Well, anything Edelgard can do, I can do better. And in half the time. Professor, you can be my eyewitness and timekeeper.
God, I wish they invented stopwatches back here, or back then.
Here we go!
Alright, I guess I'm just gonna have to do this manually in my head. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi.
That's... well, it will be fine.
Alright. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi.
I can't do it.
So, do I stop here?
It seems you have saved my life. Thank you, Professor.
I mean, I'm evidently 10 levels above you, so... Okay. With all that out of the way, I'm fairly certain there are no more supports in which I can upgrade at this time. Oh, I can get one Hilda. But why? I figured she was one of the ones I couldn't recruit. Or could that be someone else? That's weird. Is it the same with... Okay, not with... Huh. Huh. That's interesting. I thought Hilda was one of the ones I couldn't recruit to this side, but... I guess there's no harm in trying it. I never thought about it.
It's almost this big.
Oh, I can't recruit. I can't give gifts. But lost item. Nope, not giving that one up. But she is recruitable according to what we just saw. Okay. Well, while I think about that, I think it would be a good... I think now would be a good opportunity to just take a small break before we move on from this week and onto story stuff, because immediately after this we're going to teach our students, and then we're going to do the ball, and then we're going to move on to this month's battle, and yeah, heavy stuff. And not to necessarily spoil anything, but yeah, I think what I just said speaks for itself. So yeah, small 2 to 5 minute break. Just refill your waters, grab a drink, grab a quick snack. We're gonna keep this train going for another 2 hours probably, or maybe just 1 hour. This tends to go from 3 to 4 hours simultaneously. So yeah, small break, and then we'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. We are back. And we are going to finish exploring and move on to the rest of... Well, this is technically the end of the week, so we're going to move on to the next week, I should say. So yes, we are done. No more teaching. So yeah, just jumping straight into the stuff.
This is the only ball of the year, and I see why. Everyone is absurdly excited.
Your Highness, you sound so detached. We are all encouraged to enjoy the ball tomorrow.
Right you are. What a burden.
Burden? What are you talking about? I'm downright excited. Gonna share new memories with people. This is gonna be great.
Huh. I never thought we'd see eye to eye, but I agree. I'd rather be swinging my blade than wasting my time with some girl at a ball.
Oh, you would, wouldn't you?
Felix, Your Highness, you must be joking, right? This is our chance to dance with all of the ladies of the Academy to our heart's content. You wish to throw away the best day of the whole year for sword practice? Insanity, I tell you.
I'm pretty excited about the ball myself. It's not like we get to do things like this very often.
See, these two kind of have the right idea. Ash, most of all, has the best idea. This is our chance to experience new memories. You know, we go out, we dance, we have a little bit of fun, we make new friends, possibly new relationships. It'll be great. It'll be like high school prom. Kind of.
Too true, Ash. In fact, I'm going to do you a favor and give you a crash course in chatting up girls. By tomorrow, you'll be an expert.
Or this could be like a homecoming dance. In which case, I've never been to one. Hey.
Actually, I'd much prefer if someone could just teach me how to dance.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can teach you how to move your legs. I can teach you to quickly slide across the floor, give a little tap dance, spin around, style a little bit, pose. I know a thing or two around quickly dancing.
Don't worry about the dancing part. I can teach you that easy.
It's time for the ball. That warrants at least a tiny bit of makeup, don't you think, Ingrid? Just a smidge.
Maybe. I'll think about it.
She is really, I want to say iffy, but I know there's a better word for it. She is got, I guess you could say she's always dancing around the idea of makeup.
It's settled. Tomorrow morning we'll meet up in Ingrid's room. Ooh, I can't wait!
Girls will be girls, I suppose.
You know, there's no telling where life will take us after we leave here. If only we could find a way to come together again, just like this.
A fine notion, Your Highness. Perhaps 5 years from now?
Oh, right, because that's when the celestial thing will be. That's a good idea.
5 years from now. Ah, that's when Garreg Mach Monastery will be holding its Millennium Festival.
Right.
By then, we'll be addressing Your Highness as Your Majesty instead.
That's right. I suppose we all know it's coming, but by then you'll be far removed from us.
Oh. Yeah, that's right. Kind of.
Come now, you know me better than that. My title may change, but I won't. And it won't just be me, you know. 5 years from now, you'll all have your own stuffy positions to contend with.
There's no defying it there. Might not be the best sort of lives we put ourselves up to, but it'll be all the ones we're striving for. Well, what's a better way of putting it? Damn it. It's kind of an awkward way of putting it. I guess, like, our lives will all change in some sort of ways, but it'll all be towards something we're striving for as a team.
But as I understand it, the festivities at the Millennium Festival will be of a scale far beyond anything we've yet seen.
Oh, sweet. Then 5 years from now, it'll be a completely new experience.
In other words, the perfect excuse for all of us to return here.
Ooh, a reunion? That sounds fun! I wouldn't miss it for the world.
I'd love for you to be there as well, Professor. After all, you're the heart of the Blue Lion House.
I'll be honored.
Good. Then it's settled. Of course, if something happens and I'm not able to attend, I'm leaving all of the logistics of organizing this reunion to you, Professor.
No, that's not gonna fly. As your professor, I'd have to say attendance is completely, mandatory.
It's true. I'm sure being a king will keep you busy, but it's a bit early to be backing out of your own plans, don't you think?
Consider this advance attendance to be part of your final grade, Dimitri. Do me proud.
Yes, I suppose you're right. I'm sorry. You have my word. I will return as well. Count on it.
All right. That was a nice little scene. Quite enjoyed that.
Running away?
Yeah, just need to recharge, as you would say.
I understand. You hardly had the time to breathe in there.
Yeah, tell me about it. If it were me, well, I mean, the center of the ball wasn't really as crowded or congested as, you know, the outer walls seem to be, or the outer corners, I suppose. If it were that much more congested on the inside, I would probably wouldn't last more than 15 seconds. But in this scenario, I'd proudly say I'd last about 30 minutes before I'd have to, you know, take a breather here and there.
It must be hard to be the favorite teacher at the ball. Poor professor.
So just don't lie. You're probably incredibly jealous you can't partake in the festivities. And it's not like I'm everyone's favorite.
Was that a joke? I find it hard to tell with you. Just think of all the students begging you to dance.
Professor, what are you doing here?
I could ask you the same thing. Aren't you going to dance with Edelgard?
No, I should think not. As a child, Edelgard taught me how to dance. It was a bit awkward, honestly.
As a child?
I've told you before that we're siblings by marriage, haven't I? Her birth mother was my stepmother, although I didn't know that at the time. My stepmother treated me with such kindness, just as though I were her own flesh and blood. And yet she never so much as hinted that she had her own child, Edelgard. We were born and raised in different territories, without ever knowing the other even existed. Yet, against all odds, for just over a year, we became childhood friends.
Huh. Friends?
Indeed. Unaware of each other's stations or backgrounds, we met and became incredibly close. This was when she and Lord Arundel were living in the kingdom.
Did you ever get the chance to figure out why they were in the kingdom?
They were in exile. This was a time of great turmoil within the Empire. I ran into her when visiting Lord Arundel's residence with my father. She seemed quite bored with everything. At first, I found her to be difficult and stubborn. But that facade quickly fell away, revealing her true self beneath.
Ah.
That's around the time when she taught me how to dance. Her instruction was, oh, let's call it strict, to put it nicely.
You're supposed to lead with your right.
She had different colored hair back then. Huh. That's interesting.
Hell, the sun's going down. I really ought to be heading home.
That 1 year before she had to return to the Empire was so much fun. The time of my life in many ways.
Huh. Well. For a second, if I didn't know any better, I would have thought these two would have ended up tying the knot somewhere down the line 20 years later. At that point, I bet the Empire and Kingdom would have joined forces over their marriage. Huh.
It's kind of pathetic to think about it all these years later. But can you guess what I gave her as a parting gift?
Let me guess. Sword or an axe? Flowers? A book? I might just have to end up reloading the save, which, I probably should have. Book, flowers. A dagger. Crap, is this an important choice? Oh, man. I wish I could just reload the save, but I can't. I have to make this count. Flowers?
No, that makes too much sense. Actually, I gave her a dagger. You should have seen the look on her face.
No! I should have just went with my instinct instead of I went with the safe answer. Of course it was dagger. We knew it was a dagger.
In Fargus, we've long considered blades as tools of destiny, as a way to cut a path to a better future.
Huh. That's fascinating, actually. That's really fascinating. It's really metaphorical if you think about it that way.
She was being dragged all over, unable to live the life she wanted. I thought the dagger could help her cut a path to the future she dreamed of. However, that was many years ago. I'm sure she's forgotten all about the boy I was back then.
Well, for the time we have left here at Garreg Mach, it's not too late to reconnect.
I'm afraid it's far too late for that. Things are different now. She's different. I'm different. Anyway, I'm feeling a bit out of place here. Festivities like this don't suit me.
Well, is there someone else? Is there somewhere else you'd like to go to blow off steam?
Still, I suppose I should get back in there. Goodbye, Professor.
Fare thee well, my friend. I'll catch you later.
But where is there to run? This place is filled with joyful students looking for a dance. Ah, I see. The Goddess Tower waits for you.
Oh, so we're also gonna get this scene. Okay. Well, for those of you who don't know Fire Emblem Three Houses, there is a legend about the Goddess Tower, which, if you go up there and you also happen to meet a mate who goes up there at the very same night, or meets you at the Goddess Tower, at the top of it, at the night of this festival, you're pretty much destined to fall in love and potentially marry. And the way this game's take it, or the way this system works, is the female confidant in which you have the highest bond points with is the one you will meet up at the Goddess Tower. So, this is a good opportunity to just check out the current standings, see which one of our female compatriots we have the highest support level with. Who is it? Who is it?
Please be patient. I'll be done with my prayer in a moment.
Well, isn't this a surprise? Come to think of it, I think I also met with Marianne when I was playing through the Golden Deer route. Well, fancy that.
Dear Goddess, I beg thee.
This must be fate then. No matter which route I take. Or, yeah, no matter which timeline I take, this must be universal fate.
Professor?
Is there someone else?
No, I'm the only one here. Well, more accurately, I'm the only human present. My bird friend is here as well.
You were talking to a bird?
No, well, it's more like the bird is doing me a favor.
Hey, if you're an animal lover, that's another point in my book.
They say if a man and a woman pray here, on this night, their wish will come true.
Oh?
At least that's how the legend goes.
And did that bird happen to be a male?
It's a pigeon. A male pigeon. At least I think so. I thought he might count as a man.
Well, if it's all the same to you, you mind if I pray alongside you?
Well, I'd better be leaving. It seems my pigeon friend got impatient and flew away.
Sorry about that.
No, it's fine. The goddess probably wouldn't accept a male pigeon anyway.
Well, what if I take his place?
Oh?
Yeah, I mean, you say if two people pray together, the dream will come true. Well, what if I helped you make your dream come true?
Are you saying you'll pray with me, Professor?
Indeed I am.
Thank you. If you have a wish for the future, let's pray for it, okay?
What's your wish, Marianne?
Who, me? Oh, nothing in particular. Let's pray for your wish. There must be something you want. Well?
Peace in Fodland. Let's go with that.
Very well. Let us pray.
It's something we would mutually want, and I think favoritism wouldn't necessarily be out of the question, but yeah, peace in Fodland. Let's go with that one. I'm not just gonna jump straight into favoritism, even if it is for brownie points.
Professor, I must be going now, but I'm glad I ran into you.
Hey, what do you know? I actually got the other wish instead, after all. She has such a nice smile, doesn't she?
It seems that everyone is having a delightful time. Will you not dance some more?
I'd rather not. I'm dead tired.
How dull of you. Had I a body of my own? Oh, I would sing and dance until I fell upon the ground. But you? Do as you will.
If you were still alive, you would also have to deal with the perception or aspect of human stamina. So, have fun with that.
Oh, you're not the only one who feels that way. Look over there.
Well, 3 people in the same night. I'm not upset. Rhea, I know you can sense my presence.
I'm bored beyond compare. Will you not follow her?
We're getting to that, or we will get to that. But I don't want to seem like the stalker type. I mean, technically I would. As I said, Rhea is highly suspicious. She is highly suspect. But, Sophus, I'm afraid I'm gonna need you to come up with some sort of motivation for Raito here.
Oh, come on, hurry up. I know that you are curious to see what she is up to.
Yeah, I am.
I hear someone singing from over there.
Rivers drift, broken
That song. I feel that I have heard it in the past.
Oh, she has beautiful vocals, I'll give her that.
Actually, it is not that I have heard it. Did I once sing that song to someone?
Well, it's a strong possibility. As we've previously established, not really, but as it was previously said, you could very well possibly have been the goddess from so long ago.
No, there's more. I wrote this song. Oh, but how could that be so? If that were true, then how could she be singing it? Unless...
Things are starting to add up, I think. Sophis is the goddess from way back then, and she had presumably children of her own, one of those being Lady Seros. And we don't know what happened to Seros, apart from the battle a couple thousand years, or at the very least 1,000 years back. Meanwhile, we have Rhea the Archbishop, same sort of green hair and green eyes. Either those two are related. At this point, you can craft a theory that either those two are related or they're the same person, and somehow they age a lot slower. Which you can also connect that to Sophis, considering she can turn back the hands of time, moments at a time, making her what I believe to be a goddess of time, a goddess of Chronos, what's the word? She's kind of like Chronos, the god of time. So it would make sense if her children possessed the abilities in which they would age a lot slower. Kinda?
No. I am suddenly so exhausted. As are you, no doubt? Quickly then, to bed with you.
Oh, now you want me to go to bed. Okay. Sure. Game, why the white screen? Why is there suddenly a white screen? Couldn't have you just simply faded to, I don't know. Alright, well, in any case, it is now mission time after we get certifications going. Can we get certifications going, please? Let's see. Sniper at 67, you need to get your bow up to A. I don't think we have that quite yet. We have the bow to B+. We need it to be A or higher in order for it to be like that. Let's see, we can get Paladin for you. We can't get that. No certifications quite yet. Priest? Yeah, there's no freaking way in hell. There's no way in hell you can be a priest. You, however, a bishop. 67%. But you can be one. Meanwhile, need to get your faith skill to B or higher. We're gunning. Screw it. We have the other two remaining people that we wanted to recruit to our party already joining us. So yeah, we're gonna might as well just go ahead and yeah. She is a mage, so she's already having Pretty high skills in that. Now, Ignatz is an archer with sword and bow skills. That's pretty good, honestly. You know what? Yeah, let's start with this marketplace. You need to get these guys some honorary shields. Oh, what is this? Increases resistance by 1, or permanently increases resistance by 1. That's interesting. Could sell the bullion she's been carrying. There we go. Who else did we recruit to the team? I think it's just these two. Okay, so we're going to buy some shields for you guys. Or at the very least a sword. Do you have a sword? You need to be proficient in sword skills if I remember right. So there you go. You have a training bow. Let's see. Steel shield, here you go. One for you. And we don't have a magic staff to buy. Frick. Alright, not that big of a deal, but you can't get it pure water. I will gladly take that white Verona from you. Let's go ahead and store that away. What do we need? Resistance, movement, and speed by 2. Okay. Well, I guess we can give you... give you a chest key. We can give you something to work with, so there you go. Meanwhile... I feel more comfortable giving you something to work with, but with all the extra space, I suppose it'll work. Now then. What about abilities? What do you guys have in terms of abilities? Okay. Italians. Can we give one to you guys? Youths from the Kingdom. Kingdom Brawlers. You. Battleground Cafe. Tea served by best valets. Allies within range gain strength +4. Last one turn defense +6. Or defense +6. What about... Yeah, we're gonna assign these guys to you. Assign these guys to you. Let's get some new battalions to use, shall we? Oh wait, what about combat arts? That's a good point. Break shot. Enemies hit with this attack suffer -5 defense for 1 turn. After curved shot, haze slice makes it easier to dodge counterattacks. I mean, hey, that's pretty good actually. Huh. Well, suppose it's not that big of a deal. For now, let's head to the marketplace again to get some more battalions. Battalion guilds we're gonna hire. For Ignatz, we're going to give you... Wait, we can't give you for Lysipia... let's see. Powerful ice attack. That's pretty good.
We'll protect you with our...
And I'm pretty sure we can assign Ignatz with someone else. Let's see. Barnett. Yeah, Holy Monk. Let's see. Can't find... Okay. Well then. Let's see what we can let's see what we can give you. This onslaught. Okay, then take these. Take those guys. We can give Ignat the brawlers. Alright. I'm pretty sure that works. Everybody at least has an intermediate role. So that's okay, that's good. Now then. What about blacksmith? Do we have anything we need to prepare? Or repair? Steel lance. Go ahead. Sword. Blessed lance are good. Killer lance. Might as well. Iron axe. Go ahead. Nah. Mini bow, sure. Steel lance, yes. Iron bow, definitely. Iron gauntlets, for sure. And steel bow. Everyone else is fine with their weapons. Okay. Now we can go ahead and get into the mission. It's already been up for almost 3 hours. Salvation at the chapel. Things take a turn for the worse as you and Gerald investigate an abandoned chapel in Garreg Mach. Oh boy, not gonna like where this is going. We are not gonna like where this is going. Let's do it! And this is taking place right after the ball, too. Salvation at the chapel. Here we go.
Captain? Captain! Where are you? Hey, Professor, have you seen your old man? Too bad. I guess it will have to be you then.
I'm back. Sorry for the delay. My last mission took longer than expected.
Captain, thank goodness you're here. There are reports of demonic beasts near the chapel.
Nonsense. I haven't heard anything about the monastery's walls being breached.
That's why I'm heading there now, to see what's really going on. You'll join as well, won't you?
Of course. We're both sworn to protect this place.
Where did they come from, exactly?
It's odd. Just before they appeared, someone saw a number of students heading toward the chapel. They were apparently acting strange, as though they weren't in their right minds. Shortly after, demonic beasts started to appear, one after another.
Are the students safe?
The students. There's no way those demonic beasts got in from the outside. But none of that matters right now. We need to act. Go summon your students.
Right.
Damn it. I wanted to talk to you about something important, but there's no time. Oh, there's never any damn time.
Oh no, that pretty much confirms it. You know the thing that always sucks that they always do in narrative stories, particularly in RPGs? This. Because now our suspicion that he is going... Now there's a suspicion hanging in the air that he is just straight up gonna get killed.
But this is much more urgent, so it can hold for now. I'll meet you there.
Thank you so much. Thanks so much. Thank you so much.
Okay, let's see. I have to be there, Dimitri has to be there. Let's start clearing these people out. Figure out who we want to bring in. Alright, we can bring in Lysithia and Ignatz. That's... Otherwise, it would be completely out of the question. Raph and Leone, or we can bring in 2 other people. Oh yeah, Inet, Mercedes, need to bring in there. Deadeye Ash. Okay, now let's move around some supports. Rav has to stand in the center. Just because. These two have to be together. What supports does Ash have? I'm pretty sure he has some with... Oh. Apparently not. Alright, it's kind of weird. But it still would be good to have him fight alongside us regardless. Yeah, I think we're good standing here together. And there are a few... Oh, yeah, that's right. There are a few beasts walking around as well. Oof. Maybe bringing along someone like... I don't know. I'm the only one with a relic. We need a few other people with relics. Sorry, Marianne. Now it's not a good time to, you know. Then I could set 2 adjuntants. He's gonna stick around straight up just for supports. Solely for supports. That's it. Now then, for my adjuntants. But at the same time, I need some monster killers out there. Something tells me that Catherine isn't just gonna be enough. You have monster blood. Bane of monsters, that's good. What about people we have on our team right now? I think I prefer to have something that's good against monsters. Monster Piercer. Something Dimitri has. That's good. Monster Piercer. Good. I mean, Deadeye is still pretty good. Monster Crusher. Okay. Well, if that's how we're doing... Well, no, that's not... Okay. If that's how we're doing this. It's a good thing we have him here. It's a good thing we have you here. We're gonna do the front. Oh yeah, reclass. Me, I want to be reclassed as... Monster. Oh. What a... Or maybe... a priest to increase my magic?
It's time to start anew.
Okay, that works. Now then, as far as moving the map around, we have a few good people who know how to take care of monsters. So that's good. Okay. Wait, what about archers? We have 2 archers, 3 of them actually. So we could have these 2 go up front. These 3 will handle this side over here. And all... hold on. Actually, we could have 1, 2, 3, 4 go against these. 1, 2, 3 go up here. 1, 2, 3 go over there. And we can even have Gerald, dear old dad, join us if we need to. So, yeah, I think so far we're fine. So, yeah, let's put up a good fight.
There really are demonic beasts here. They're emerging from the chapel. I'll head that way. The rest of you, protect the students who weren't able to get away.
Help me! These beasts, they're...
Somebody, help me!
You stupid beasts! Don't you dare come over here!
Great. Alright, begin mission.
Let's get to it.
Here we go.
Here goes.
Thanks.
Stay focused.
I got this.
Break shot, go for it.
Ready anytime.
And you can even use break shot. Go for it. Nice.
I think I've got the hang of it.
Yes.
Leave it to me.
Alright, you guys move forward.
I'll crush them all.
You guys head off in the other direction. We're going to divide and conquer this crap.
I'll give it my all.
I'll cut through.
Why do I have Dimitri here? Oh, right. He was required for this mission. That's why I have him here. Alright, Rev. Survive this. There we go. Ah, crap. Yeah, we gotta start making our move.
That beast. There's a stone or something on its forehead.
How? Why are you here? Attack with the mace. Alright, you go in and you heal with the assist. Restore. No, wait, no, don't restore. Sidekick.
James!
Fairly certain that does a bit more than that. Fortunately, I can't really do this. But I can do this. you guys move forward and strike them down. Giant moon of death.
I've got a grasp on this.
Nice. Iron gun, let's go for it.
I'm so sorry! It worked out.
Nice work. What?
The demonic beasts were actually students. How can this be?
No idea, but we need to keep moving. There's bound to be more. Meanwhile, you two, or I guess you guys, need to take a stand over here. Flame breath, huh? Nice one, kid.
Whatever you need.
Yeah, gambit boots.
Now's our chance.
I'll do my best.
Window.
Here we go.
Nice.
I'll do my
Now,
best.
you can use fire.
This one. Get lost!
Yeah!
I'm impressed. Thank you! But my friends who couldn't get away, are they okay?
Ready anytime.
I got this.
Let's get to it. It could get rough.
In that case, hail.
I'll crush them all.
I'll give it my all.
I'll cut through.
Deadeye Ash, strike him down.
It's our chance to prevail.
we will need to rebound on the other side.
Ow, thanks! Here goes.
So helpful.
Stay focused.
Many thanks.
Leave it to me. I'll back you up. In this situation...
Ah, ice first fire!
I was so scared. I'll find a way to repay you. I promise.
One more to go.
I can help.
This should do it.
Done.
Sorry. That was a close one.
Man, that really was the last of them, wasn't it? That mission did not take too long. Don't tell me that was really it.
You saved me. Thank you.
Please don't tell me that was really it. Aw, man. Fine, fine. It ended after 4 freaking turns. How disappointing was that?
There isn't a trace of evidence to be found in the chapel. This must have something to do with Remire. Perhaps...
Wait!
Huh? Another student?
You're the girl who signed on to the Flag Eagles.
Run along now.
Thanks for all your help, sir.
Oh, don't you... That bitch!
You're just a pathetic old man. How
That's
dare
my
you get in the way
father,
of my
you
brilliant
bitch.
plan, dog.
Sophus, rewind time. Critical reversal.
Run along now.
Thanks for all your help, sir.
Strike now! Oh.
What are you doing here?
You must survive, merely because there is still a role that I require you to fulfill.
Oh, come on.
Sorry. It looks like I'm going to have to leave you now.
Oh, really? Can we just reverse time again? Let's not be more prepared. Come on, we still have a few good charges left.
To think that the first time I saw you cry, your tears would be for me. It's sad, and yet I'm happy for it.
Damn it.
Thank you, kid.
Not like this. Oh, come on. Son of a bitch. She was a bitch that we hardly knew anything about. Son of a... Well, I can't say I didn't see this coming. After all the foreshadowing I did. Well, at least it was a much less bitter pill to swallow this time around than I thought it would be. But still, this is a critical turning point in the story. Alright. Moving on.
My thank you so much. So this is where your father lived.
Well, you say he... If you could say he lived in his quarters, I guess... that this isn't exactly a bedroom, but I suppose it would still make sense.
Are you still crying?
My father died, of course he's still... His father died, of course he's still crying. Can't a grown man cry, even if he is emotionless?
If turning back the hands of time was not enough to save his life, you must accept what came to pass was fate.
It's not like... I'm pretty sure if we did it again, this time we'd be more prepared. We'd have a lot more prep time to just run it back over and over and over again until we actually come out with the outcome we want. I mean, if it... The definition of insanity is replaying the same event, doing the exact same things over and over and expecting a different result. So the natural conclusion would be to reverse the hands of time again, doing something completely different again until we come out with the result of my dad not dying, us stabbing the bitch who was gonna stab him in the back, and taking care of whoever was protecting her there at the end. I'm pretty sure there is no limit to how far back we could go except to the very beginning of the battle. So that's my theory. If we were to back the hands of time a little bit more, just run it back over and over again, I'm pretty sure that would have done it. It wasn't fate, our enemies will pay. Regardless, they will pay.
Agreed. We cannot let the wicked ones run free. Oh, your father said to look for something here. He must have been referring to whatever is behind that bookcase there. Your father's diary. Huh. His handwriting is prettier than his face would suggest. Well, well. These entries here are from before your birth. He seems to have been writing this for quite some time. Read that part there. Horsebow Moon, year 1159.
Day 20 of the Horsebow Moon. All is cloudy. I can't believe she's dead. Lady Rhea said she died during childbirth. But is that the truth? And still, the child she traded her life for doesn't make a sound. Didn't even cry at birth. Day 25 of the Horsebow Moon. It's raining. The baby doesn't laugh or cry. Not ever. Lady Rhea says not to worry about a baby that doesn't cry. It isn't natural. We had a doctor examine the child in secret. He said the pulse is normal, but there's no heartbeat. No heartbeat. Day 2 of the Wyvern Moon. Sunny. I feel I must take the child and leave. But the church is always watching us. I don't know what Lady Rhea has planned. I used to think the world of Lady Rhea. Now I'm terrified of her. Day 8 of the Wyvern Moon. More rain. I used the fire that broke out last night to fake the child's death. Lady Rhea is in a state over the news, but I can't change what I've done. I've got to take the child and leave.
Well now, that baby must be you. That means... Someone is approaching us.
There was a reason he had to leave, because of Rhea. Rhea must have done something around the time that Raita was born. She had to have done something.
There you are. Lady Rhea is looking for you, Professor.
Oh, I bet $1 million that she is. Can't the man have the right to mourn for just a little bit more time? Next, Ray is just gonna give him the whole freaking spiel of, we know your dad's dead, but take heart, Professor. Keep moving forward and teach our students to be prepared for the next killing spree next month.
And after your audience, why don't you join me at the dining hall? You haven't eaten since it happened, have you?
Not really. That scornful face of his. I mean, for the longest time we've seen that face as just this mutual expression. Now it's taking on a whole different meaning.
Forgive me. I suppose it's too soon to try and coax you back into the normal swing of things.
I suppose now more than ever would be a good time. I mean, you would feel... One, you don't want people to bother you, but also there comes a certain point where you would feel lonely, right? I think if I was going through something really devastating, I would want friends by my side more than ever.
As for what happened to Gerald, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I couldn't do anything to stop it.
There's nothing you could have done. Nobody could have predicted this. We went back in time once and there was still someone there to stop us. No matter what, our enemies would have manipulated the situation.
Stay here until you've found some peace. I'll cover for you with Lady Rhea and everyone else.
Thank you, Dimitri. No matter what else anyone has to say, you are indeed a good friend. Thank you.
We'll be waiting for you whenever you're ready to return to us. I don't believe it's a sign of strength to just keep moving forward no matter what. Taking the time to grieve for those we've lost, there's strength in that too. That's what I think anyway. That said, it's also important to remember that no matter how sad you are, eventually your tears will dry up. That's when you have to figure out what it is you're living for. Then you can cling to that with all your might and start moving forward again.
What I'm living for?
4 years ago in Dusker, I experienced the same pain you're feeling now. My father was the strongest man I knew, someone I loved and admired deeply. That day, he was killed before my eyes, his head severed clean off. My stepmother, the kindest person I had ever known, left me behind and disappeared into the infernal flames.
Edelgard's mother? But why? I mean, I get the Empire and Kingdom were enemies. But is that a true testament to how little she meant and how little you meant to her?
Everyone who I considered precious. My family and my closest friends. I couldn't save any of them. Not a single one. Now, the burden of the work they left behind falls on me. I must ensure they have no regrets. That's my duty as the sole survivor of the tragedy. It's a heavy burden, but accepting it gave me the strength to pick myself up off the ground and start moving again. Start living again. Gerald is gone. So what will you do now, Professor? What must you do?
Let's finish what he started.
Look deep in your heart, and I'm certain you'll find the answer there. Indelible and inescapable. I've probably bothered you enough for today, but I have just one more thought to leave you with. Even now, Saddened is gathering the knights to begin a full-scale search for the enemy.
I can always count on Saddened to have my back at least.
It may not be right away, but before long they will find their trail. No matter what happens or what anyone may say, know that I plan to stand by you, Professor. Through anything. Until the bitter end.
Well, did you search deep within yourself as he suggested? And did you find yourself some answers?
Let's take some time to grieve. Soak this all in. Think about it for a moment. Think about what dear old Dad would have wanted. And we pick up where he left off. We gather the team and go kill some bastards.
This book is filled with secrets yet unknown. We must return another time to read the rest.
Let's take it along with us. I'm pretty sure with it, we'll be able to penetrate Rhea with some questions. And all I want are answers.
Oh, but I have at least figured one thing out. I know now why our fates are intertwined.
Professor, I have been waiting for you.
And I have questions for you, Miss Archbishop.
I am filled with grief at the loss of our most celebrated knight. Gerald was an ally of many years, and also a dear friend.
I have words. But it had been so long since you last saw him.
He fell in love with one of the nuns here at Garreg Mach.
Now is our mom?
Their love produced a child, whom she died giving birth to. It was her decision. She weighed her own life against that of her child's and, in the end, implored me to save the child.
You know what? I realize now I might be a little bit too harsh on Rhea, but you gotta admit, she does stick her hands in quite a few pies. So, again, I don't really have any solid evidence to not give her my full trust. But at the very least, I'll admit I can back off just this once.
Your father never truly accepted that decision. He took the child, took you, and disappeared without warning.
Who was my mother?
Your mother. She was my...
I'm sorry for the interruption, Lady Rhea. There's something you must hear immediately. A report from the knights patrolling the area.
Very well. Professor, you are dismissed for the day. Please rest and focus only on mending your heart. Understood?
I can learn to back off from Rhea just this once. She's still incredibly shady.
Part 1. White Clouds. Guardian Moon. Where the goddess dwells. Long ago, the guardian Saros made an appearance during this moon. She had been summoned by the goddess, whose soul was suffering as the flames of war raged across Fodlan. Some believe that high in the sky above Saros, the Immaculate One's mighty wings are what powered the strong winds carrying the Guardian and her forces into battle.
I suppose the game was just waiting for the appropriate time to give us the support. Kind of fitting. So, I wonder what this is about. I actually kind of forgot a bit beyond the first rank, so something to end things off on, I guess?
Hey, Professor, got a minute? Look, I'm sorry I snapped at you. I didn't mean to lose my temper. I was rude to you. I should have known better.
I wasn't offended.
Huh, I thought you might say that. In that way, you're just like Captain Gerald. You accept other people. You don't let petty details get under your skin.
Okay, is now really an appropriate time to be giving me this supports game? Really? Really, game? Is now really a good time? Especially within this context of the man currently grieving over his dad's death? Seriously? You couldn't have allowed me to see this rank at any other previous time? Okay, whatever. So how did you come to know Gerald?
Well, when I was a kid, I kind of latched onto him. I've been calling myself his apprentice ever since. He spent some time in the village I grew up in. Actually, you weren't with him back then. Why not?
I honestly don't remember.
Huh. Maybe he left you with a relative or something. Anyway, back then, Gerald's job was to deal with poachers. Well, they were bandits, but we called them poachers. Nobody in the village could stand up to them. But your dad, he took them on like it was nothing. I was so impressed. All I could think was how amazing mercenaries were. I'd lived in that tiny village my whole life, so to me, Captain Gerald was nothing short of a legend. So I went right up to him and I told him I was going to be his apprentice. He didn't stick around long after that, but he did teach me a lot while he was with us. Tactics, strategy, training routines, it was all so new and exciting. So after he left, I kept at it, kept training, just like he taught me.
Well, it is good you got to see him again.
Me too. I always planned to meet him again once I became a top-tier mercenary. But I'm just glad I got to see him, to thank him properly and all. I've spent my whole life working to become a great mercenary like your father. There were so many times when I wanted to ask his advice, but I couldn't. I just had to make do. That's how I've made it this far. Just hard work, all on my own. But then you come along. And it's like you don't appreciate Captain Gerald at all, or how lucky you were to have him around your whole life. No, it still really bothers me. You might be his kid, but I'm still his best apprentice. Got it?
Well, nothing really changed at all. Thanks, game. Thanks for giving me that heartwarming support about my dear old dad after his death.
What are you doing at this hour? Oh, I know. You are eavesdropping. I must admit that I approve.
Of course he would approve. But anyways, what's this about?
Professor, we must remain quiet.
What's going on?
I see. The Flame Emperor and Monica. And the mage who rescued Monica.
I'm sorry, what? Let's not immediately just go jumping full on in for revenge. Now's not a good time for that. We need to think of a good enough strategy. If these guys are good enough with black magic to immediately pull off something like this, we need a full-on plan to permanently take them down. For now, let's gather intel. What's the guy's name?
I don't know, but if we keep listening, we might be able to find out.
Good plan.
An unexpected chance to hear their plans. Patience, patience.
Shh, you're ruining it.
Oh, thank you. You saved me.
If you were to die, then the mystery of our bodies would be revealed. Preventing that was my only aim.
Dallas. We're already learning this guy's name. For a moment, I would have just been satisfied with a whole bunch of question marks, but alright.
I'm afraid you must remain, Kronya. There is something I need you to do.
And within the monastery walls, no less. Could you not have picked a more discreet area? Ah, forget it. But this is not the time to criticize, as I always do.
Oh, of course. I'm always happy to cooperate with Solon. Leave it to me.
How annoying.
Flame Emperor, is she offending you? Unfortunately, we cannot take our eyes off her, so there is nothing to be done. You are our greatest creation. We use the defiled beast's blood as the fuel to your flame, that you may burn even the gods. Now is the time to cleanse Fodlan with that power and bring forth our salvation.
There will be no salvation for you and your kind. Those responsible for such gruesome deeds in Dusker and Enmar.
All so that you may acquire the strength you need. All for a purpose.
I've got you. Finally.
Demetrius? Let's keep listening.
If we don't act now, we'll miss our chance.
Well, what do you expect the two of us to do? It's not like we have anyone else who could help us. Ah, crap.
Even if someone has overheard us, there is nothing they can do. There have always been rats in the walls, and there always will be.
No. The dagger.
Wait. Holy crap, are we already piecing it together? What's wrong?
No, never mind. It couldn't possibly be so. Professor, those are the ones we must destroy. They're the bastards who killed my family and Gerald.
Agreed.
For now, let's return to the monastery and regroup. As for the Flame Emperor's dagger, I'll hold on to it for the time being.
Another good idea. I have an inkling you more than anyone else here, aka the two of us, you more than I, have an idea as to who this could belong to. So I'll leave you with it. For now, as you said, we will regroup, meet up with our team, and come up with an ultimate plan of attack to permanently take these guys down to the earth. Bury them 6 feet under like we had to do with Gerald. Ingrid's birthday. Tea party. So it's a much better idea than just plainly giving flowers. Tea guide. Tea party. Okay, mint leaves are
Thank
her
you for
favorite.
inviting me. What a nice aroma. I really enjoy this tea.
Alright, let's offer the tea.
It's a bit hot.
Alright, let us begin. Frick.
Yes. Wow. Being here calms my nerves. Oh, but I'll leave if I'm in your way. Yes.
Done.
Thank you for the treat. I had such a great time.
Oh, yep. You saw Raito's face right there? Yeah, my homeboy is upset. He is going to be upset for the next month or so. Oh boy. Alright, well, in any case, we have Annette and Ash. We have Leonie and Raphael. And those are the only two supports we have after this month's mission. So I suppose we have time. Actually, no, we're gonna save them for next time. If we went into those supports now, it's an easy 20 to 30 minutes, and it's already 3:38. We've already been live for 3:38, so for now we are going to save it. If there is a way to save. Here we are. Save. We're going to save. Right here. Or no, not right here. These scenes are really, really good. Like, really good. So I think I'm going to save right here, and then I might replay that part on my own time just to, you know, relive the scenes. They're really good. So yeah, there's that. Alright, and to end it on a sad, terrible note, we're going to end it here, and we're going to come back next time at the beginning of the new year. As it stands right now, we only have 2 months before the time skip, the 5-year time skip that is going to happen at the end of the next month or so. So with all that being said, we're kind of... I'm finding it's really complicated. The whole process of upping your character's stats, well, not, you know, your teams or your house, the stats of the characters in your team or your house, your students or faculty that is joining your team, but your main character, the MC's stats, it's really complicated a bit. Unless you're willing to grind for hours on end whenever you decide to go into battle or do a whole bunch of stuff to raise, like just basically spend an entire day just upping random stats or doing seminars. There really isn't a whole lot of leeway to increasing your abilities in a whole bunch of other areas in order to recruit more students from opposing houses and stuff. But at the very least, I did find that I was able to recruit a majority of the Golden Deers onto our side, students of the Golden Deer House onto our side. Hopefully we'll be able to do the same as we continue to do battles and increase our stats in the upcoming events in which we're able to explore the monastery and do a whole bunch of battles. Essentially at this point, since we only have 2 months left, we are going to take the time. Whenever we do battles, we're just gonna straight up do 2 battle weeks back to back and do a whole bunch of prologues. I think that's the best course of action, on top of doing a whole bunch of auxiliary battles, in which I'm willing to do on my own time. I've done it once before, so I will be able to do that and increase my own stats in certain areas. That's not a problem, I don't think, if I have the time for it throughout the week. It's just I have a whole bunch of schoolwork to take care of on top of a part-time job, and I possibly also gonna pick up another job at the university I'm going to. So yeah, there's gonna be 2 part-time jobs, extra work, and yada yada yada, a whole bunch of stuff. Life goes on. Oh yeah, speaking of life goes on, a new Persona episode coming out on Sunday, I think. And I'm confident that the episode afterwards, the week that follows, it's just going to be a filler episode. We're going to do a whole bunch of confidants, and then we're just going to jump right into the palace after that. So yeah, there's that whole ensemble. But bottom line, that's going to be our plan moving forward, as we only have 2 months remaining on the first part of this game. But I'm just going to leave it here and call it for next time. I hope everyone... Alright. let me restart that. Sorry, you can have a voice crack there. Anyways, yeah, leaving it for next time. I hope to see all of you who've popped in here at least once or twice, or have seen the VOD. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy watching through this long 3 to 4 hour stream, as you probably do or don't each and every week, please be sure to leave a like, a comment, subscribe, everything you can, you know, to help gain support and popularity with the streams that I do. Because bottom line, as much as I love to play these, just standing here, it's, you know, preparing this kind of stuff, it does take a bit of work, and I would really love to continue doing this sort of work, but I kind of also need your support to do that. Eventually I will finish up the additional way to do donations, someone suggested that I resort to doing coffee as opposed to Patreon, simply because it's, you know, I get more money that way, or, you know, I get a larger cut that way. Saying I get more money is kind of, you know, a blatant way to put at it. So I get a much, they take a much less cuts as opposed to doing Patreon. So I'm slowly getting around to finishing that up, and there will be an announcement for it either at the end of a Persona episode, in a separate post or video, whatever. So yeah, I will finish up with that. But in any case, again, please like, comment, subscribe, follow along with the Kick channel, or subscribe and press for notifications on the YouTube channel to see when new Fire Emblem live streams are coming, and live streams for future games as well. I think when the new Mario and Luigi game comes out, I probably get that if I can scrounge up enough money for it. So we will occasionally be switching between Fire Emblem and that game entirely, or, you know, back and forth as the weeks go on. But anyways, that's enough of me rambling. With all that being said, this is SMK8 signing out. I hope everyone has a fantastic Labor Day weekend. I will see you all next time. Bye.